is God. What's your favorite scary movie?
Horror Daddies.
Hey, slashers and scream queens, and welcome back to the Horror Quickies, a sideshow to the Horror Daddies, where we talk about your favorite TV shows and horror media. Even though we haven't done it since last season of Chucky, we're back for this season.
What?
We haven't touched another show.
It seems like this show is just about Chucky. But I'm John.
I'm Carlos, your Horror Daddy.
And today we're talking about the premiere of Season 3, Chucky, Murder at 1600.
Hell yeah, brother. Directed by Jeff Renfro and written by Nick Ziegler, Amanda Blanchard, and characters created obviously by Don Mancini.
Hell yeah. And what do you think about this episode?
It was really good, actually. Obviously, we're getting introduced to new characters now. We're getting a new storyline, so it starts off a bit slow. But I will say, the death in this episode, already good. And I don't know how we're going to top it. It's very simple, but it was very good and gory. Yeah, very effective. And Chucky, I just want to know how the hell you got into the White House. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, we got questions. We got questions about you, motherfucker.
And our trio, they look grown.
They're-
Jake looks the grownest out of
I was
the
like,
three.
Jake looked like a grown-ass man compared to everybody else.
Jake is trying to get into wrestling, I think. Devin Sawa is now president.
Yeah.
Devin Sawa, I'm impressed with you. Not only have you started with Stan, but now you're the president of the United States.
The opening of this episode was pretty, very slow. Even though we knew we were where we were at.
So when this episode opens, I kind of like it because it makes you seem like, oh shit, we're already deep in here.
Yeah,
You know
I was
what
like,
I'm
whoa.
saying? I was like, Chucky's already done something. Chucky now goes by Joseph, which we find out that Joseph, I guess, was a sibling that either died or was never born.
Yeah, they kind of don't make it an obvious statement like, remember when Joseph died?
Yeah.
We went through a lot. That's like they don't. They kind of mention it. They have a secret agent, a Secret Service agent called Teddy. That's very close with Henry, and
It's like each kid has one.
yeah,
Grant's is my favorite.
oh yeah, that's true. I forgot Grant has that one. But Teddy is very close with the younger one, and he's kind of like, it kind of has that like big brother kind of little brother figure, and he kind of low key just says, "You need friends," and he goes, "I have Joseph." And he goes, well, you need real ones. But then later, Mr. President, his wife are talking and they say he lost a brother.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they meant like a miscarriage or if they had an older brother that died.
Or because Grant is the rebellious one. He's older. He's very rebellious and kind of mean.
I don't think it would be Grant because Grant was okay with him sleeping in the room
He
and
was.
everything. He seems like he's like,
That's very true.
cool
That's
with
very
him.
true. That's very true. With
So-
his Secret Service.
yeah, because he gets confronted by his Secret Service because
He's
Grant's a little
"Motherfucker,
petty.
You almost got me fired. Fuck you."
Yeah. They also make a point that the president is like not elected president. He was chosen as a, what is it called? President of Transparency.
Transparency, yeah.
So like everything is like, everyone knows everything about him. So this is like in a weird, it's not like our universe. It's like an alternative
maybe.
universe because I don't think that we've ever had something like that.
Unless
I don't
it
know much
existed,
about
it's
history,
never-
but
Girl, me neither. Don't be asking those questions.
I almost failed that class.
This is not the podcast for history. This is not a history podcast.
Well, horror history.
Horror history, sure, but not president history.
No, not at all.
But with the three kids, Jexy, I'm gonna call him what did I call him? It was Jevin
C.
which is Jake, Devin, and Lexi, because it's too much to write all three names.
And they're all kind of in the same, they're all in the same moment. They're all three influencers.
So so Jake is back with his sculptures and he's building one more.
Yep.
But all he's missing is a good guy head. Lexi's doing thirst TikToks, as she calls it.
Informative thirst traps.
Yeah.
That's when they do like, they be doing thirst traps and you're like, they catch your attention, but then they suddenly go like, hey, believe in global warming. And you're like, fuck, you're right.
Yeah, so her thing is to try to find her sister Caroline because that's how she's getting the attention, to see if she can find her. And then Devin's back to podcasting. So y'all remember that gift Jake got him last season? He's using it.
Yeah, when he was ungrateful for that. If I was Jake, I'd be like, fuck you. You don't get it.
They're all living together with Miss Fairchild. She's kind of homeschooling them. At least she's trying to.
Or she's starting to.
Yeah, because she don't want them to become stupid.
And I love her for that.
They get a text from Chucky or a weird message.
Yeah, like you be getting text messages from Chucky.
It's so funny because last night you're like, oh, it's not up on Peacock yet. And I was like, well, Chucky texted me saying it's going to be up in the morning.
And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, Chucky.
Yeah.
This video is sponsored to you by Chucky.
Yeah. It's like he's my homie.
Yeah. I was like, I got you, homie.
Got me. So, yeah, they get a weird text. It's Chucky. He kind of gives them a little riddle, little clue of where he's at. He's in a place where it's hard to get into. And they're like, what the fuck do you mean?
Well, that's the thing. He says, I already gave you a hint, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we don't know what the fuck hint is right now.
Well, Chucky meant like, I'm in the White House.
No. That's not what it is. The death. That was the hint. Like, bitch, put on the TV. That's the hint.
Teddy, after Henry gets home from school, Henry's like, hey, can you sweep my room? So Teddy does. And by sweep, he meant like look around. Mm-hmm. And then what happens is that Teddy suspects Chucky a little bit because, Henry's be telling him stuff.
And the thing is that he keeps popping up in random places.
So
the president's already like up, like weirdly like, has anybody touched my office? And they're like, no, we haven't been in there. And he's appearing there. So there's a little bit suspiciousness coming.
So what I like is that earlier, James Devin Sawa, he had like this knife that he was opening envelopes with, and then Teddy finds it on Chucky, which is kind of a callback to Curse of Chucky when Barbara finds the knife and then he wakes up.
Yes.
So I was like, oh wow, motherfucker, you just got caught and you're not gonna do shit about it. But nah, Chucky grabs his gun and just shoots this man straight in the fucking face, and just his brains blow out, his eyeballs in the
everywhere.
Yeah, and the painting in this, I like the painting behind it because it's a Jack in the Box, kind of like the Child's Play 2 poster. So I was like, oh my god,
because Chucky said peekaboo, pa, bitch.
Which I wasn't expecting Teddy to be the first.
No,
TBH. So I was like,
especially a gun. Like we were like, oh, they're showing this, like a close up of this, and then they had a line earlier that was like, "Who's my next victim?" And they're like, "Your wife." And it's like, oh, she's gonna fucking die.
Yep, nope, it was definitely Teddy. They misdirected us so hard.
Oh,
and
damn.
They walk in and he puts the gun on his hand and it makes it look like he quacked himself.
And it's fucking creepy because like you see him like very in detail and the background is all blurry, and Chucky just sits down like he Andy's home it, and he's sitting down. And it's so fucking creepy.
I think it's like an actual kid actor, whoever they're using to do Chucky, because it's a mask and it just looks fucking creepy. But it's blurred out, so you can't really see it.
It's just that he's there. It gave me chills.
Really unsettling. This episode, honestly, very good so far. I'm excited to see what's to come. I'm excited to see what's happening with Miss Valentine and Caroline, what's happening with them, with Nika. They haven't been introduced just yet, so I'm very excited to see. But yeah, pretty good first episode, I'd say. So
if you guys want to watch it, it is on Sci-Fi on Wednesday nights, but on Thursday mornings, maybe at 6 in the morning. I don't know
where you live.
Yeah, maybe. Depending Eastern time. That's when it came out for us on Peacock. So if you guys want to watch it the next day on Peacock, and then we'll be talking about it. So check us out there.
Yep, check us out. We have a podcast if you're new here, the Horror Daddies. That's where we cover all the movies you love or hate. If anyone's listening, if you're going to Spookala this weekend by chance, say hi.
Yeah, say hi. I mean, unless he's with the Mr. President, then don't bother him because he's at work. He's serving America.
I'm gonna be working.
So check us out. Thank you so much for watching.
And remember,
stay spooky. That was supposed to be Chucky. And stay sexy. Bitch.
See you in your dreams.
Horror Daddies.
Bye, guys.
Bye.